Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to see you again. In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to make jewelry from frosted glass sheets. So without any further ado, let's get started. For making our flowers for our jewelry, we'll be using frosted glass sheets from Dress My Craft. These A4 size sheets are glossy on one side and frosty on the other. So I've die cut some flowers and leaves from these sheets. What is unique about the sheets is that they shrink in size when exposed to heat. So when you're making your flowers, make sure that you cut them in a size that is more than 1.5 inch so that they do not shrink to a very small size. If you do not have metal dies for cutting, you can just draw a flower shape on a thick cardstock, cut it and create a flower template. Then using this template, trace your flower design on the frosted glass sheet and then fussy cut it with scissors. I'll just quickly show you how I die cut these flowers. I'm placing my metal die over the frosted glass sheet. Next, I'm sandwiching it between my acrylic cutting pads and then passing it through my die cutting machine. The metal die gets pressed through the rollers of the machine and eventually it cuts the sheet beneath it. For coloring our flowers, I'm using Artist Soft Pastels from Camel. Apply color on the frosty side and not the glossy side. Using the color stick, color the flowers and then smudge the color with your finger. The colors may look lighter now, but they darken after the flowers are shrinked. Similarly, I'll color all my flowers and leaves. You can also use watercolor pencils or alcohol markers. These watercolor pencils give a nice stroke texture to the petals. However, please do not use wax crayons or oil pastels for coloring. You can also create a gradient look by mixing light and dark colors, just the way I'm doing for these leaves. Using single hole punch, I'm going to punch holes in the center of my flowers. Now it's time to see some magic. Holding down my flowers with the piercing tool, I'm going to apply heat on all sides of the flowers using my heat gun. And as you can see, the flowers begin to shrink as soon as they are exposed to heat. Make sure that the glossy side of the flower is upward so that you get a glass-like finish on the flowers. And using a ball stylus, cup the center of the flower and open the petals for a realistic look. Now let's try the magic again. I'm sure you may not have seen anything like this before. You have to be quick in shaping and cupping the flowers while it's still hot, as it becomes hard after it cools down. Did you notice how small the flowers become after shrinking? I really love the glass look that it gets after the flowers are shrinked. Leaves are also to be made in the same way as we made our flowers. Now let's assemble these flowers into jewelry. Our first jewelry is earring studs. For these studs, take 2 stud bases and silicone earring stoppers. We'll also need some diamond stones. All these materials are easily available in the local jewelry making craft stores. Apply hot glue on the stud bases and then place your flowers over it. The hot glue oozes from the center hole of the flower, so immediately place your diamond stone in the center of the flower to adhere it to this glue. I'll repeat these steps for the second earring. These look so cute and dainty. Apply hot glue on the ring base and place your flower over it. Next, place a white pearl in the center and your ring is done. I love how this ring looks on my finger. For the hair clip, I am sticking the flat pearl stickers in the center of the flowers. And now using the hot glue, I am simply going to stick the flowers on the clip. Here I am sticking the leaves as well. And our clip is ready. For the long earrings, I have cut the silver loop chain at the length of 6 loops. Then we'll also need a big safety pin, some jump rings, earring hook, golden floral wire, a big white pearl with a loop and tiny white beads. Pass the tiny white bead through the floral wire and close the loop from one end to secure the bead. Use pliers to tighten the loop. Now pass the wire through the flower so that the bead is placed in the center of the flower. Next, on the open side of the safety pin, coil the wire twice around the pin to make a small loop behind the flower. Cut the excess wire with a wire cutter. I'll do the same for the other 2 flowers. Next, using your plier, open each jump ring and pass it through the loops behind the flower. Pass one jump ring through the white pearl loop and also through the earring hook and the loop chain. Attach the big white pearl at the bottom of the loop chain and attach the flowers at every 2 loops of the chain. Make sure that the third flower is attached to the topmost loop of the chain. And here our long earrings are ready. And to save time, I have already made the second pair for it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm sure you'll definitely love to try out this unique jewelry making process, and especially because of the glass finished look that you get. Please do share your creations on my Facebook page and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you next time. Bye and take care.